Hello, hello, hello. Alright, let's get this started. Go ahead and pick the current NBA teams. Set up options. Fantasy draft. Draft order is staying off, so we don't know who has the draft order. Still Serpentine. Took off fatigue. Don't need to worry about any of this. Okay, let me look at the list to go through all the team names to see where everyone should be. So Aaron was the Celtics, Chandler was the Bulls. Did anyone pick the Bucks? Or the 76ers? No, because no one's a loser. Jason was the Wizards. No one picked the Clippers. Grizzlies didn't get picked. Chris picked the Heat. And I forgot what team Rich told me. I think he said the Clippers, actually. So, hey, Emily. How's it going, big shot? Magic. No one picked the Knicks or the Lakers. Yeah, the Raptors, the Pistons, the Rockets, and the Thunder. No one picked the Warriors. That's usually see everything. I'm good. Excited to be playing 2K on a Tuesday night. I got the Magic. Yeah. Alright. All user teams. We're going to make it all auto. So it's all up to the computer. I'm not going to do a single thing. Alright, let's see how the draft goes. Yo. Alright, so we're going to look at the roster of everyone's team, and then I'm just going to sim the regular season. Once I do that, it's going to take a little bit. So I guess we can engage with chat or something. But this is for the Bulls, who I believe is Chandler's team. So Chandler got Steph Curry, Steven Adams, Drew Holiday's best three players. Aaron with the Celtics got Kyrie, Drummond, and Wiggins. The Clippers, who is Rich, got Trae Young. Trae Young's a 90 overall. That's disgusting. LaMarcus Aldridge, Al Horford. The Miami Heat, which is Chris, got Kawhi, John Wall, Kevin Love. Shout out to the Heat. The Magic, here you go, Emily. You got Rudy Gobert, Sabonis, Evan Fournier. Not gonna lie to you, this is not a this is not a team that screams championship contender to me. But Pistons, Anthony Davis, Brogdon, Buddy Hield, Pascal Siakam, De'Aaron Fox. Who's this? The Raptors? Who picked the Raptors? Oh, I did. Oh, it's not a bad team. Young guys, so I don't know how long they're gonna do. Houston Rockets. Here you go, Cody. Karl Anthony Towns, Jaren Jackson, Gordon Hayward, Seth Curry, and Lonzo Ball. Big baller brand. The Thunder. This is Steven's team. Damian Lillard, Jonathan Isaac, Brandon Clark. Trailblazers is Jeffrey, Chris Middleton, John Collins, Jared Allen. A lot of tall guys. Ooh, the Wizards. Jason with Giannis and Kyle Lowry. Alright. So those are the rosters. We're going to sim halfway. We'll watch here. We'll watch the Magic. We'll sim halfway, see where the rankings are at the All-Star break. And we'll go from there. Mikey, that is his brother. There's a Steph and Seth Curry. And yes, he's kind of like the knockoff version because he's not as good. Not bad, but not as good. Once we get to the All-Star break, I'll switch to the Rockets or whatever team Mikey was. The Jazz. This is a fun way to do drafts. I just did it with another league because it's just like it's not demanding. Like it doesn't really take any time. Like this will be done in 10 minutes, 20 minutes max. And it's just something different, you know? Like there's no really like skill to this. It's all random. So you just picking up a name. And that's kind of what fantasy football drafts are for the most part, right? Mostly random. Some skill. Oh, Mikey Sakurai, thank you for the $115 donation and 6 months subscriber. That's crazy, man. $150? I appreciate it. Is anyone going to top that? $150 donation from Mikey Sakurai. Is anyone going to top that? Chris Stitch with a $200 donation. Let's go. Chris, you can go ahead and just send that to my Venmo, and we'll make sure that it gets in the right hands of everyone involved with this in-depth YouTube stream for my PlayStation. Chris, I think the Heat have a good team. I forgot. I need to go back and look at it. But you did just lose to the Magic on January 3rd, so that's kind of rough. Emily, your team's staying like at 500, so you still might have a chance to make the playoffs. And the way this works as far as how it equates to the draft order. Wow, the Heat cannot beat the Magic this year. That's embarrassing. The way this works with the draft order is the better your team's record is, the higher your draft order is. So we're going to go from worst to best. So once the season's over, I'll look at all the records for the Eastern and Western Conference, and by the user's team's worst records, that's how they'll get slotted from 12 and up. Once we get to the playoffs, it's based off of how well you do in the playoffs. If two teams get, like, if they lose both in the same round, then we'll look at the record for the tiebreaker. But theoretically, you want your team to win the championship because then you guarantee the first overall pick. All right, we're halfway through. The Orlando Magic is 26 and 29. Let's look at the standings for the league. Okay, so for the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat, Detroit Pistons are top two, but it looks like the Celtics and Heat are the closest. I believe that's Chris and Aaron right now are competing for a top seed. And the West, the Trailblazers, just Jeffrey, are 33 and 23. So it looks like the Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, Detroit Pistons, and then the Portland Trailblazers are currently in track for the top four picks. So that would be Aaron, Chris, Tim, and Jeffrey. Let's look at the bottom. Let's see. They're the Wizards. They're a middle pack team. The Orlando Magic towards the bottom. Ooh, my Toronto Raptors are not doing great. That's disappointing. Oh boy. Ooh, not as bad as the Utah Jazz, which is the worst record in the league right now. So, Mikey, you're looking at last pick unless they turn around. All right, we're going to sim the rest of the season and make it to the playoffs. The Great North is heading south indeed. It's going to happen in real life too next round. So the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics were the top two. Let's watch the Miami Heat. See how well they finish off. See if they can get to 50 wins. You're trying to get that one seed for the playoff push. Somebody was the Thunder. Who is it? It was Steven. Got worked. You're welcome, Emily. Enjoy dinner. Ooh, I really want the Raptors to win that last game at least. Okay, so Giannis on the Wizards won MVP, so that's good for Jason. Job around the Warriors. Nobody had him. 6-man of the Cavs. No one had him. Ooh, wow. The Celtics went 60-22. All right, before we start the playoffs, let me see which teams are looking towards the bottom of the barrel first. We'll figure out those picks because it only looks like there's a lot in the East. Looks like there's 5 teams, so that means 7 picks are back here at the bottom. So let's look. The worst record of the league, 27-55. So worst record of the league is the Utah Jazz. So that makes Mikey automatic 12th pick in the draft. The Clippers are 34-48. Let's see if there's... And the Raptors are also 34-48. Interesting. What is it? 4.15? 4.15. Interesting. I don't know what to do about that. Ooh, do they play each other? Ooh, that would be... Well, that's interesting. So what's going on right now is I need to look to see if the Raptors and Clippers played each other this year to figure out who is the tiebreaker for the 11th pick. Okay, so the Raptors beat the Clippers. The first time they played. Let's see. Alright, I only saw one. Clearly not paying attention enough to figure out. Oh, it was twice. Okay, so that means Rich will have the 11th pick in the draft. Or I'll give the Raptors. So I'll have the 11th pick in the draft. Or the 10th pick, and Rich will have the 11th. Yes, because the Clippers lost twice. Alright, glad we got that figured out. Alright, so then 37-45. Looks like the Magic. So Emily with the 9th pick. Steven with the 8th. Cody with the 7th. Pistons made the playoffs already. Alright, so the rest is in the playoffs. So right now we have 7 through 12 figured out. So it's 7 is Cody, Steven is 8, Emily is 9, I am 10, Rich is 11, Mikey is 12. Alright, we're going to sim the first round. So once again, the way we'll do it for the user teams, because it looks like the Bulls and the Wizards are playing in the first round. If all these teams get eliminated in the first round, we'll then look at their records to see who has the higher pick. So the highest records between the playoff teams gets the higher pick. Oh, it looks like Detroit's going for the upset. Alright, the Bulls got eliminated. And the Trailblazers got eliminated. Interesting. The Trailblazers were the 2 seed. Wow, they really let Jeffrey down there. So the Bulls are the 6 seed. I think Chandler is getting 6th pick. Jeffrey the 5th pick. That's crazy. So the 4 seed Detroit Pistons for Tim Gray upset the 3 seeded 76ers 4-1. The Miami Heat got a sweep for Chris. Oh, so this is it right here. So we're going to figure out pick 2 and 3 right here, whoever wins these two. Ooh. Ooh. So Aaron is pick 3. And the Heat were upset in a game 7. Oh no, to the Pistons. 129 to 118. That would never happen in real life. I would die. So, unfortunately, the Celtics had a higher pick, or had a better record. So Chris is actually the 4 seed. Oh no, I'm sorry, Chris. That was rough. So the Washington Wizards between the Detroit Pistons. All right, well, let's see who has our first overall pick. Oh, this is going to go to game 7. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to hit the simulcast. Detroit Pistons got eliminated, so the Washington Wizards are moving on. They won the championship. What the heck? Oh, because I have Giannis. So it looks like jsaint221's will have the first pick in our draft, which is crazy because he's going to auto pick. Then Tim Gray, then Aaron, then Chris, then Jeffrey, Chandler, Cody, Steven, Emily, me, Rich, and Mike. You bring up the wheel. Alright guys, this is fun. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Hope you had a good 15 minutes of enjoyment on your Tuesday evening.